Hello everyone, my name is Bruce Haigh. I live in Orange, in the centre of New South Wales in Australia. I'm a retired diplomat, farmer, roughneck, taxi driver. I've done a few things, but diplomat I would put down as my main occupation, plus farming. I was also a member of the Refugee Review Tribunal. Australia, like America, has COVID, but nothing to the extent that America has. We went into severe and sustained lockdown for 7 months, and it's pretty much seen the virus contained. I'm going to talk a little bit about myself. First of all, I'll show you around the house, which I hope I can turn this camera around in order to do. And then I will just talk a little bit about South Africa and Pakistan. Thanks. So this is the front of my house in Orange in Australia. It's a beautiful day. You can hear the cicadas in the background, which is a sure sign of summer. We've had a lot of rain. Everything is very, very green. That's just a quick glimpse. That's the streetscape up there. This is the garage. I'll walk you inside. This is my car, which hasn't had a lot of use because of COVID. We haven't been able to go very far. And walking through the back door into the kitchen. This is the sunroom. And over here is the map of Australia. That is Sydney there. And Orange is just inland from Sydney. Brisbane, of course, up there. Melbourne down here, and Perth over there. 4,000 kilometres across. This, of course, is a nice room to sit and read. These are magazine covers, which I put on these doors because the doors look so ordinary. And these are magazines that I collected. A lot of them from the 1970s, 1980s, 1960s. This is another little sitting area, study area, writing area. This is my grandfather's medals, my father in uniform, me somewhere in there in the army. That's a veterans parade with my daughter, and other family photographs. This is the kitchen, and through here is the dining room. This table is from Pakistan. The carpets are from Afghanistan and Iran and Pakistan. Some of the furniture is as well. The walls have got a lot of pictures, as you can see, some of which I've done and some of which friends of mine have done. A lot of books. These are boomerangs which were made for me when I was very young, working on a 200,000 hectare or 400,000 acre station in the north of Australia, breaking in horses. Those boomerangs all work. They all return if they're thrown. And this is my study, come bedroom area. And this is, I'm writing a book at the moment on South Africa and Pakistan. That's it, the first draft there. And this is the work environment. I live alone. I was in the army. So you can see I've kept everything quite neat. Okay, so in a minute I'll sit down and just tell you a little bit about South Africa and a little bit about Australia. Hello, seems we're recording. So my name's Bruce Haigh, and I'm a retired diplomat, as I said to you earlier. I was posted to South Africa from 1976 to 1979, and apartheid was in full swing. I got to know a lot of black South Africans, including Steve Biko, who was murdered in prison, and his friend Donald Woods, who was a newspaper editor, and I helped Donald Woods escape from South Africa. Donald wrote a couple of books, one called Biko and the other one called Asking for Trouble, and they're worth having a look at just to get an understanding of South Africa during that period. I also worked in Pakistan and got to know Benazir Bhutto, who became, while I was there, the Pakistan Prime Minister. Very interesting posts. I was also posted in Saudi Arabia and Sri Lanka, and they were interesting, but not as interesting as South Africa, and not as interesting as Afghanistan. When I was in Afghanistan the second time, the Russians were there, and I took pictures of Russian soldiers and tanks and radio installations, which was quite scary, but quite interesting. We have had COVID here in Australia, but we've had lockdown. The states in Australia have quite a lot of power. Australia's similar in its construction. We have states, a federated system, but the states had more power, seem to have had more power than states in America, and they all got together and decided collectively that they would lock down, which we've had for 7 months, and that has contained COVID. We wear masks, and we're just going to come out of that situation prior to Christmas. And I hope it works, because if it doesn't, we'll have to go into lockdown again. Nice speaking with you. Good luck with your studies, and with keep well, and with COVID. And thank you for letting me talk. And I look forward to coming back to the school at some stage after COVID is finished. You're very, very lucky to have the school that you've got and the teachers that you've got, particularly John, who does a fantastic job with the Chautauqua. Okay, all the best. Bye-bye.